Hello and welcome to another tutorial for Eximius is the frontline. This time we will be playing on Express as GSF. Express is an interesting map that has very few resources on your side of the map, but it has two cache points that are easily captured from the opposing side. So you kind of have to push to the enemy territory and capture this stuff, or well, hold your your own territory well. This time we will be playing armor, despite me not really liking armor that much. It's a very strong pick. Let's go over the options that you have as armor. First is the MLRS system. It's really good against when you want to target some specific officer. It can pretty much shut down an officer capturing something on stuff. This is an engineer specific, pretty much self-explanatory, very useful. Reactive armor. It's an upgrade researched in the supply center that puts an additional armor on your tanks. They can absorb hits from energy weapons, from the anti-tank weapons, and overall improve survivability of both your IVs and your tanks a lot. And they are annoying to deal with. They can like each of the plate can take like 3,500 damage before it gets destroyed, and it can even tank a hit from the anti-armor Sigma, making your tank survive a lot longer. The advanced turrets that are unlocked from F33 makes it the best unit in the game, and we will go for it. That's a must-have when you are going armored division. We'll talk about them later, and MG turret is very important for any M33 tank, otherwise the tank is just too weak. Let's start with our classic. Now we need to remember that when we are playing armor, two things are very important for all of us. For us, one of those is energy, and the other is ammunition. Because of that, we actually need to take extra care to protect those 2 points that are given to us, and not to waste ammunition too early, because we'll need it for the tanks. Now the way I like to play an armored division is to actually delay tanks and pretend that I am infantry division. That means we cannot use this special ability. We will build our supply centers soon enough, but when we use this ability, the opponent will know that we are playing armor, and we don't want them to know. That's my trick. Now we should remember that every ammo point should be locked, because the ammo point income is 6 for the point and actually 4 for the lockdown, whereas the energy points aren't that strong. The another point that you should be locking down is the cache point, because it's pretty much on the front line. But we could also use all of our starting infantry and try to capture these 2 points for a quick victory. We are not going to do that because it wouldn't be exactly cheating, but against AI it's a bit excessive. We want to lock down all those points pretty quickly. We managed to capture the energy point, which is good. We will try to capture C and give us a little bit of an advantage in victory points early on. We don't want the opponent to get to action. Okay, let's keep them there. We don't want to give them the reinforcements, of course, but since we are actually delaying our tanks, pretending we are not the tank division, the armor division, it's not a bad idea to get a little bit. That's interesting. I don't have enough resource for that. Okay. It's a good idea to have a little bit of a head start, since it'll take a while before we'll be able to push back with anything. Last 2 armor is up, and we should continue with... Oh, there's a scout there. This armory deserves a turret. We'll actually probably put a turret on every armory, or at least one of these 2. Coming up next are probably barracks before the last... yeah, let's put barracks here before we even build the last power plant. What I'm going to do is take Anvil and make him defend this point. Actually, let's first take Anvil and let him upgrade at the armory. Let's take Beetle 2 and let him upgrade at the armory first, whereas Bravo could, if he wanted to, upgrade at this armory and eventually help us defend C. Anchor, we will try to make him defend B. That means putting him to an armory right here. Last power plant will drop right now, upgrade this power plant right away. And we will have enough energy soon for a tier 2 building for the armored logistics. Now since they captured this point, we'll try to retake it. Bravo will hopefully have some... Okay, Bravo won't have some luck. Stay here next to the armory. We need you there. And we'll try to take this point. Beetle, try to take this point. Anchor, try to take this point along with all of my support that I have.
The enemy is at our base. Our structures are taking damage.
Now, hold on. There we go. Anvil and Beetle are facing some iron guards, but luckily they hit their LMGs, which managed to take care of those iron guards. We will recapture this middle point, and hopefully Bravo will eventually retake the rest of the point. Let's upgrade the last power plant. That took too long for me to do. So we will be a little late on the tanks, but it's nothing major. Right as we are building this, we will build our supply center too. They should drop almost one after another. And we are going to use our reinforcements to either retake C or support A. Okay. I want Anchor to defend this point, but I might also want him to have an armory here, just in case. I will spend another 500 energy on an armory here for these two guys, hopefully helping them defend these points. To continue our endeavors in the tech rush to be able to put out the best tanks right away, we will need to save up for another like 7,000 energy, which will take a while. The next upgrade coming on is this reactive armor. That helps with the survivability of everything. Use a phalanx crew here just to help these two guys again. And Bravo should be upgraded a little bit now. He doesn't have LMG yet, so it's too soon. And we can put reactive armor up. Once the reactive armor comes up, we need to go for advanced supply center and the vehicle equipment. Maybe I shouldn't have put this armory here, take the loss for these two guys. I don't want to win before I manage to get my tank out, which happens too often when I try to do this. Especially when I play playing against an AI. When we are playing against a human, it takes a while longer, of course. Let's actually pull these guys back and keep this C uncaptured, just in case. The supply center will get an upgrade soon. Those two armories actually set us back a little bit. There's their armory there, but he will die to these two guys. I don't like these iron guards, so let's focus fire these guys on them. They need to reload, but it'll be fine. We can go for advanced supply center, and we will have advanced equipment very soon. Now I could set those two guys to capture this cache point, but why make it easier for ourselves? I want to show the tanks eventually. This phalanx crew is pretty well positioned. It will take a while for them to destroy it, but we could build another phalanx crew since we are floating on cache. Phalanx crews are great when we are floating on cache and don't have enough energy, or you can of course train marines that only cost cache. If you have too much energy, in that rare case you should build vehicles that are more energy heavy. Now we just need to wait. These two guys might die to an assault, but they have the armory which makes them very strong. As you can see, Bravo is fighting. Anvil can revive Beetle. He does to Bravo, but Bravo died to our phalanx crew. Beetle survived. Beetle might revive Anvil again. We can build more marines since we have the ammo. Advanced supply center is up, so we can go for advanced vehicle equipment. That's for the 2 turrets for the M33.
Our base is taking damage.
C is uncontested. B has been captured by the enemy, and our phalanx crew has been destroyed by all those marines. I'm sorry, Iron Guards. I don't want to spend any more energy since I'm really saving for my tank. I'll need a lot of energy for my first tanks, so it'll take a while. Usually when you don't build those 2 armories that I did, one of them is already gone. We also don't mind losing our barracks, so not to worry too much about that. We can spam marines for a while. Oh, what was I talking about? Right, when you don't take the energy, you can go for vehicle armor right away, somewhere in between using the reactive armor and going for those advanced threats. 800 energy left for the rest. I am thinking about using the center turret here in order to help this, and I guess I'm going to do it, though we will need more than 4,000 ammunition to actually upgrade our tanks. I guess this is the place where our first tank will go, or it might help on B, I don't know yet. She is still under our control, even though I'm not actually trying to defend it in any significant way. The energy is here for the first tank. It takes a while for it to build. We might go for the vehicle upgrade next. These upgrades are very important for armor division. Sometimes I like to delay tanks even longer until I get the tier 3 over here, but I guess there's no point in waiting. We can see that the opponent is actually playing a robotics division dropped Iron Guard Corps on me, but this armor is taking them out. Now, as you can see there, from the lighting here, they went robotics division with robotic computing core, but we are currently a bit of trouble actually upgrading its units. Our first tank is here, and there are those 2 upgrades, rocket launchers and anti-APS systems. I will go to APS first because I have seen some demolishers outside. This is just a defensive upgrade. This is a huge offensive upgrade against it works wonders and against pack infantry and demolishers and, well, arm guards and everything else. This thing can protect it from enemy fire like the shots of this Omicron. Since we have an Omicron here, we can use this tank to destroy it. The APS system is this little red dot. You could have seen that those EMPO shots from the Omicron are stopping before the tank. I mean, every second one hits, but... Oh, my tank, it's fine. Omicron is dead anyway now, because it went into the turrets. And the second upgrade is gone. 2 rockets are coming. We have enough energy for another tank, and we should have enough energy soon for a vehicle armor upgrade. There. This tank will protect A on its own, and will help capture this point. This tank can even push here, destroy this mule and the other mule, protecting this point without any significant trouble. Barracks will go down probably from these Iron Guard Corps or Iron Guards shooting here, but we will have another tank soon to take care of that.
Our structures are taking damage.
We could of course build more marines. It's not a bad idea to build a few engineers, because they can repair the tanks. Again, let's go APS and rocket launcher and send him here right away. This tank will retake B from our opponents. It's pretty hard to counter tanks as the commander, that's why we are delaying things, pretending we are not armor. Okay, I'll go here. That's because in order to properly counter tanks, you need to go mechanized computing unit, which takes 5000 energy if you actually already lock down into another unit, like here. This is the robotics CPU. And 5000 energy is nothing to sneeze at, and then you actually still need to build the units to use the upgrade. Tank already destroyed both of the mules. Beetle can recapture, some engineers are going. We could have done this a long time ago, but there was not much of a reason. This tank will just stay here and... Okay. Tank is a bit confused because it saw some enemies in there, but it already has rockets. It has the machine gun. It should be able to... Oh, this rocket turret actually aims somewhere else, but... It should be able to destroy all these tanks. No, not a big problem. Those engineers will repair the tank if we give them to. We have enough population for a third tank that can defend the third point. We even have enough ammo to make it work. We didn't lose our barracks, which is nice. This tank can stay here. 3 engineers will come to the tank and repair it. Marine will capture this. And this oh, there's an Omicron. That means our armory may die. But perhaps our tank will be quick enough to defend. This tank is already full health, though it's lacking the second and third upgrades. We don't need really any more upgrades, so one thing that we may want to use is a communication center and the upgrade of the targeted strike to help destroy any possible sigmas that can damage our tank. Oh, we will lose this armory too, probably. That's not a big deal. It's a funny trick to put the armory up there, so it's basically indestructible by most things. As you can see, some scout actually went through the tank defense. We can pull it back a little bit and put a turret here. Scout will not capture our point. This armor survived, but there's 12 health left, so I'm going to destroy it once this armor drops. There are some scouts, the tank just takes care of them. And this engineer can go and recapture this point. As you can see, the tank is completely fine. A little bit damaged, but the APS on the tank will take care of most of the other problems. Oh. Tank's shooting somewhere it shouldn't be. Oh, there we go, a demolisher trying to destroy the tank, but the APS of the tank protecting the tank from those cheeky hits. Armor upgrade number 2. We can actually have a 4th tank. Since we can have a 4th tank, I will not capture this point and actually use the tanks to destroy the enemy base instead. For that I will need another upgrade and all the tanks repaired, which will take a while, but nothing too bad. Ah, this tank is a bit more mangled than I expected. So we'll use a few more engineers, build another tank. The last one. We don't have enough... I need more engineers too. We don't have enough ammunition to upgrade the 3rd tank fully, but that doesn't matter now. Oh, they got Templars already. They will go... The MPOs will go through the defenses of the tank, but Templars should still be no match for our tank, especially if we keep repairing it.
Enemy units destroyed, Commander.
That explains why this tank got a bit more hits. Another tank is coming. APS system and eventually the rockets too. We'll send it to sea. Since I don't want these guys anywhere near sea, I don't want the sea captured, I will actually send them to B. I'll need a clean route to the enemy base. Hey, can you keep repairing the tank, please? It's kind of important. 3 engineers here. The one thing that you might want to know is that this point is very hard to defend if you Control C. Control C. You can just send something to destroy this mule and recapture the point. with basically no loss. And we'll probably can defend here, it's fine. We have two things coming,
Destroyed, Commander.
one after another. This here, this thing here, this thing here. The thing will destroy the Mu eventually. Engineer will drop down the this armory. And as you can see, the opposing team poses no real trouble. In order to destroy tanks, you need to go mechanize and use Sigmas, as I said before. Or you can try to rely on your officers if they are human. The trouble is that even human officers will have problems destroying a tank that's fully upgraded with 13,000 health, both of the armor upgrades and stuff. Okay, let's control our tanks 1, 2, 3, and 4, and send them to the enemy base. Just direct 1, 2, 3, and 4. This EMP won't be fast enough, hopefully. We said it. So as you can see, all those turrets will attack the tank, and the tank will take a lot of damage. But as more and more tanks get into range, they should be able to destroy the command center in time. You need to, of course, force fire them in order to give them the proper target. And this when there's not much you can do unless you use EMPs or all those things. XR center is going down, and that's how you can use the tank division to your advantage. So I hope you liked this video. So see you on the next one. Like it if you did like, and subscribe if you want to see more. See ya!